EURUSD. Been away for a little bit, but I'm back on the videos. Obviously, I'm still charting every day and trading. Just haven't had time to make some videos. However, it hasn't been that much to chart in terms of the setups that we had. So let's get right back down to business. We left off right here after this failed breakdown. We got a low as a 10-point pop, cut that low, and then we pop back up. That worked out great for 1, 2, 3 levels up and 3 solid levels at that. Afterwards, which we sold back down Thursday at 5 o'clock. What we got was what I'd say is a dividend recovery at this macro level. That worked for one level at best and then sold back down. However, at late night Thursday, that set up a failed breakdown of this low. Multiple entries overnight last Friday. That worked out awesome and then sold again. From there, we set up a failed breakdown for Friday morning. It was actually pretty simple. We lost not only this little pop from Friday morning, as well as we undercut this pop from the previous Wednesday morning. Simple, we just undercut it, wait for the recovery above, and then go long. That worked level to level great. Offered a second entry as well, and then that ran up. You got a reclaim of this level. You can see a pop above, and then sold. We pop back above. You can go long here. Stop loss would probably be like maybe this level right here, a little bit below. Obviously, it's a steep way down, so you have to be mindful of that when taking reclaims. They're riskier than failed breakdowns, but on the third attempt it broke through and went level to level for 2 levels. You can see a reclaim here too, multiple touches of this macro level before finally pushing through. This was a clear resistance, so I would say this resistance right here is now going to be what we're looking to get back to at some point if we can, because obviously we sold a lot from there, but we'll get into that in a second. Afterwards, on Monday and Sunday open, nothing really happened. We sold from this resistance. We lost the macro level, and then we've just continued selling. Here's a little pop. You can go short under this if you think we're going to keep selling. You don't want to go short right away. You want to wait for a little bit of a pop and then go short under that pop meaning just a little bit buying here after continuous selling. Afterwards, which we really just kept on selling all week so far. Monday was one of the worst days. I think the EU deal that was announced is the reason we're selling a lot. Totally fine. When you go up over 1,000 points, you obviously want to consolidate some. We came to back test this trend line from the top. We bounced from the bottom. We rejected and we continue to sell. We now set up a little bit of a support here before losing that Tuesday over in the morning. We sold from there, hit this macro level, came back to reject that again. So that's going to be another big resistance for us now. As you can see, resistances for higher time frames are simply just levels that stick out from where we sold, and what was once a support is now a resistance. Coming back down, we've continued to sell. Nothing exciting. If you wanted to go short, this was a great short potentially. You can see we bounced off the macro level once, bounced off of it twice, and then we came back down, a little pop here Wednesday morning before continued selling, and then that sold for another 70 points. So this is a great short. We're very bearish right now. Coming down to where we are here today, we got a little mini failed breakdown at this level. This orange line right here, thicker one, indicates a clear low from a couple weeks ago. So if we can dip below that and set up a failed breakdown, I will be all about that, because that is what I'm looking for. That's what I trade. Currently at this level, you can see we're trying to reclaim the level right here. You can see we sold, hit it once or twice, sold down, came back and tried hitting it a couple more times, and now we're pushing through. So this would be a classic reclaim. This reclaim will target the levels above, one level here and then one level there. 1500 seems like a shoe-in for a back test just from the number alone, and then we can head back down. Overall, going to a more higher time frame chart, let's see what we have. I haven't really reviewed that too much just because I know that we've been really bullish, so I just want to let price settle before I start trying to make anything out of this selling. I would say the first thing you can see obviously is we have a lot of selling going on after a big pop. So we did all that moving up from here on the end of June-ish up to the beginning of July, consolidated for a while, had another pop, and we came right back down to where we were when we started this rally. So this is, I would definitely say, do or die territory. If we can't hold this level in this area, then you can see a lot more selling, which I would be happy to see. Just get more setups. It does get a little tougher now because all these levels all coming together, so it's a little harder to pick out the spots. So I'm gonna have to do some spring cleaning a little later today and try to isolate the levels based on all this action that's occurred. So I'm gonna probably have to delete all my minor levels, readjust most of my major levels, and find out where the best buying points are. So I'm gone for now. Failed breakdown of this June low will be great. Ideally, we're reclaiming this level up, making our way back up these charts. And if anything, if we do get a little bit of a sell, maybe just a little undercut of either of these lows will be great, just to set up another failed breakdown and ignite us on the way up. So let's see. Happy trading.